Welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we are going to see about half-wave rectifier. We are going to derive the expression for average load voltage and average load current. So, this is the input voltage. Let's assume this input voltage to be 12 volt. So, where would we get this 12 volt? From 230 volt AC supply, which will be obtained from the transformer, and the transformer will convert this 230 volt to 12 volt AC supply. So this is the 12 volt AC supply. So this 12 volt signal is allowed to pass through the rectifier, fed to the rectifier. So what rectifier has the component diode. The rectifier makes diode completes the rectifier. So what happens here? The input voltage 12 volt at the beginning, the positive half cycle flows through the diode. Now here the diode becomes forward biased in the positive half cycle. So during forward bias, what are the things that happen? The input waveform, the 12 volt, has to cross this barrier potential VB and then only attain the peak potential and get rectified. So already the barrier potential VB equal to 0.7 volt. Output voltage expression is V not equal to V in minus VB. So V not equal to, let's have 12 volt as I said earlier, minus 0.7 volt. So the output voltage is 11.3 volt. So this is the rectified output voltage, this 11.3 volt. It has reduced to 11.3 because of the influence of the barrier potential. Here let's see the waveform. Only this portion gets clipped during the positive half cycle and we get 11.3 volt. During the negative half cycle, the diode gets reverse bias. We know that the diode does not conduct in reverse bias condition. So V not equal to 0. So the waveform flattens out at this region up to this. Again it turns to positive half cycle. Again we get 11.3 volt. So this happens in a piecewise linear model of the diode. When we consider the actual practical diode, this will be the case. So next case is the ideal diode. First one is piecewise linear model and next one is ideal diode. In ideal diode, we will have the V0 is equal to Vi. The output voltage will be same as that of the input voltage. Here if you see, both points, you will get the peak voltage same as Vp. Again the curve flattens out in this region. Here positive half cycle, there will be conduction. So this is the case for every ideal diode. This will be the condition for every ideal diode. Positive half cycle 0 and negative half cycle there will be V peak voltage. So this expression we can write it as for piecewise diode V naught equal to V peak minus VB. There is influence of barrier potential here and there is no influence of barrier potential here. So we get the peak voltage as we got in the input voltage. So if we observe that in mathematical notation, output voltage V0 at the positive half cycle alone is in sinusoidal format. Here this is sinusoidal format. So we write Vp sin omega t with the condition omega t less than or equal to pi. and greater than or equal to 0. If you can see that condition will be matched here. Okay. In the negative half cycle, V0 will be 0 when it falls under the condition pi omega t 2 pi. Our objective is to find the average voltage. The expression for finding the average voltage is 0 to 2 pi. We have to consider both positive and negative half cycle. V0 is the output, d omega t divided by 2 pi. When we talk about average, we should divide by 2 pi since that is the total time taken. So we are expanding that V average equal to 0 pi. We will take 1 by 2 pi out, 0 to pi. Vm, I will write it again in an expandable way. V average equal to 1 by 2 pi will be totally out of the bracket. This is 0 to pi Vm sin omega t d of omega t. This is expression for positive half cycle. The next expression for negative half cycle, with this integral term satisfying, we will get pi 2 pi 0 d of omega t. We will close the bracket. This is for positive half cycle, this is for negative half cycle. For negative half cycle, this term will go 0. We have to consider only the part of the positive half cycle where we get the rectified output waveform. So 0 to pi Vm sin omega t d of omega t. V average will be, when you integrate this 1 by 2 pi, you even take Vm outside, Vm by 2 pi, integrate this, you will get minus cos omega t with the limits 0 and pi. When you substitute the limits here, V average equal to Vm by 2 pi minus cos pi minus of minus cos 0. So V average equal to Vm by 2 pi and 2. So V average equal to Vm by pi. So this is the expression for average voltage, average load voltage we have got. So here we can use Vp or Vm. So Vp or Vm can be used as a peak voltage. Vm is a maximum or Vp is a peak voltage. Any term you can use for solving. Here I have used Vm. You can use Vp, but follow the same notation till the last. Okay. It's better to follow Vm all over. Vm, I'll change it. Anything is not a problem. Next, we have to find average load current. Average load current, I average equal to V average by R. What is the expression for V average we have found? I average equal to Vm by pi R. So Vm by R will give you Im divided by pi. So this is the expression for average load current. So we got V average and I average. So keep one thing in mind, that if you write Vm all over, you have to follow Vm till the last, Vp all over, Vp till the last. Anything is fine, but be uniform throughout the derivation. Thank you.